isn't it a good one all the same, Simon?
Almost. Mind you, Sylvester, incomprehensible.
To come here and find Susie Monaghan fashioned like a Queen of Sheba. God moves in a mysterious way, Simon.
And there's Sergeant Maxwell prancing after her now.
Heads together, eh? God, he's kissing her behind the trees. Ah, Susanna, Susanna, how are the mighty fallen and the weapons of war perished? Down and up and up and down.
Up and down and down and up.
Never quiet for a minute.
Never able to hang on to an easy second.
Trying to hold on to the little finger of life.
Halfway up to heaven.
And I'm always thinking of Jessie.
And Jessie never thinking of him.
How is 28?
Travelling again.
Did he speak at all to you?
Dumb, Susie, dumb.
Brooding, Susie, brooding.
Cogitating, Susie. Cogitating.
26. It's ridiculous for you to be in bed. The sister's altogether too indulgent. Why didn't the pair of you lazy devils entice him out to sit and conjugate under the warm wing of the sun in the garden?
Well, considering the low state of his genital health,
aided by a touch of frost in the air,
thinking it over, we thought it might lead
to him getting attack of double pneumonia,
and then he'd go off like poof, the snuff of a candle.
For the future, you are patients here, and I'm to be addressed as Nurse Monaghan, not as Susie. Remember that's the pair of you, please. Now, would you like to go for a little while out to the garden, 28? After the sober rain of yesterday, it's good to feel the new yellow embrace of the trees and the fresh grass. Remember, 26, if you're going to remain in a comatose condition, you must remember to keep your bed presentable.
Remember, 26, if you're going to remain in a comatose condition, you have to keep your bed in a tidy and orderly manner.
It's disgraceful, 26. And as long as you're here in the capacity of a patient, please remember I am not to be addressed as Susie, but as Nurse Monaghan.
27, did you take the pills the doctor ordered?
26!
Yes, Nurse Monaghan?
Nurse says you to have a bath at once, and you, 27, get it ready for him.
A bath? I'm not in fit condition for a bath. Simon, you haven't had a dip for nearly a week, while I had one only the day before yesterday, in the late evening. It must be you, she meant.
There is no debate here about her billowing out 26 still.
And how the hell do you know, man, that she didn't mix the numbers up?
Mix the numbers up? Now, how could the woman mix the numbers up?
How could the woman mix the numbers up? What could be easier than to say 26 instead of 27? How could the woman mix the numbers? Of course the woman could mix the numbers up.
What do you expect me to do? Hurl myself into a bath that was meant for you?
I don't expect you to hurtle yourself into anything. But you don't expect me to plunge into a bath that maybe wasn't meant for me.
Nurse Monaghan said 26 still, and when you can alter that, ring me up and let me know.
Where are you leaping to now?
I want to get the bath ready.
You want to get the bath ready. Turn the hot cock on and turn the cold cock on for number 26, mixing them the way a chemist might mix his medicines. Sit still, man, till we hear the final verdict.
What are the two of you doing? Didn't I tell you, 26, that you'd have a bath and you were to get it ready for him?
Just about to spring up, Nurse, when you pop back in.
Well, up it to then and take it.
I had a dip, Nurse, only the day before yesterday, in the late evening.
Well, take another one now, please.
Take another one now, please. The delicate audacity of the lip of that one since she draped her shoulders with a crimson cape.
She's steaming away now, Sylvester. Oh, cock.
Music to you. Music to you, the gurgling of the thing. I tell you, an hospital's the last place God made. I wouldn't let a stuffed bird stay in one.
Go on now, man, before the hot drink bubbles out of it.
You can't be happy with honest to God cleanliness and not be trying to gild a man with soap and water.
Anything more I can do for you, sir?
I'm telling you, Simon Norton, our cardiality's getting a little strained.
Have a fag, Harry, old son. I don't want one. I've tons of my own in the locker. Do you like me to get you one? I can get them myself if I want one. Do you think my arms are lifeless as well as my legs? Oh, far from that. Everybody's remarking what a great improvement's taken place in you during the last few days.
Everybody but myself?
What with the rubbing every morning and the rubbing every night and the operation tomorrow now as a grand finale. Maybe you'll find yourself in the centre of a football field before many months are out.
Ah, shut up, man. It's a miracle I want, not an operation. The last operation was to give life to my limbs, but no life came. And again I felt the horrible sickness of life, only from the waist up. Don't stand there gaping at me, man. Did you never before Clap your eyes on a body dead, from the belly down. Blast you, man. Why don't you shout at me while there's life, there's hope? Packet of fags, Susie.
Steady, what's this?
Barred from me legs. It's flowing back into my arms. I can feel it slightly creeping into my fingers.
Nurse! Shh! Go to sleep, 23.
Soft, velvety sense of distance between my fingers and the things I touch.
Oh, stop thinking of it. Bruden checks the chance of recovery. A good deal may be the imagination.
Oh, I know the different touches of iron, of wood, flesh. And to my fingers, they're giving the same answers. A feeling of numb distance between me and the touches of them all.
Nurse!
Shh! Go to sleep, 23.
Stabbing the head is worse than ever, nurse.
You've had your dose of morphia and you'll get no more, so you'll just have to stick it.
Stretched on the couch, Jessie fondled her dress, which hid all her beauties just over the knee. And I wondered and said as I sighed, what a shame that there's no room at all on the couch there for me.
23's at it again.
A hopeless case, half his head in Flanders. May go on like that for another month.
He keeps the patients awake at night.
With his God have mercies on me, running after every third or fourth tick at the clock.
Tisn't fair to me. Tisn't fair to me. I must get my belly full of sleep if I'm ever going to get well.
Oh, the poor devil won't trouble any of you much longer. Said Jess with the light in the side of her eye, a shrewd mathematical fellow like you, with an effort thought should be able to make the couch wide enough for the measure of two.
Surgeon Maxwell.
I fixed on a plan and I carried it through, and the eyes of Jess gleamed as she whispered to me, the couch made for one that was made to hold two has maybe been made big enough to hold three.
I feel as if I'm sitting on the doorstep of pneumonia.
Hello, what's this? Well, we'll look at you in a moment, 26, and see what's wrong with you. Well, how are we today, Hegan?
I imagine I don't feel quite so dead in myself as I felt these last few days back.
Well, that's something.
Sometimes I think I feel a faint fluttering kind of a buzz in the tops of my thighs.
Where? Here?
No, higher up, doctor. Just where the line is that leaves the one part living and the other part dead.
A buzz.
A timid, faint, fluttering kind of a buzz.
That's good. There might be a lot in that faint, fluttering kind of a buzz.
I'm looking forward to the operation tomorrow.
That's the way to take it. Where there's life, there's hope. Now we'll have a look at 26.
Will the operation be successful tomorrow?
Oh, of course, very successful.
Do him any good, you think?
Blast the good it'll do him.
Now sit up, 26. Surgeon Maxwell wants to examine you.
Righto, in the pink.
What was the cause of the row between Nurse Jennings and Matron? Sit, open your buttons, 26.
Caught doing the tango in the resident's arms, in the resident's room. Naughty girl. Say 99.
99.
Daughter of a dean, too. I knew something like that would happen.
Say 99.
99. It's getting very cold sitting up here, doctor.
Again, don't be frightened. Breathe quietly.
99. Cool as a cucumber. 99.
Damn pretty little piece. Not so pretty as you, though.
Yesterday, Dr. Joyce giving me the run over, said to a couple of medical men that were with him looking for tips that the thing was apparently yielding to treatment and an operation would be necessary.
Again, 99.
99.
99.
99.
Kicks higher than her head. And you should see her doing the splits.
Anyway, you're getting rid of it'll do for me. I'm not one of them that'd spend the night before an operation in a crowd of prayers.
Well, not very useful things to be doing, and patients awaiting attention.
He'll do all right. Quite fit. Great old skin. You can cover yourself up now. Don't tell me, Nurse Susie, that you've never felt a thrill or left a bedside for a kiss in the corner. Kiss in the corner, nurse. Ta-ra-ra-ra.
Stop it, Surgeon Maxwell.
Kiss in the corner.
Oh,
Ta-ra-ra-ra.
stop it, Surgeon. Stop.
Simon, were you listening to that conversation?
Indeed I was.
We have our hands full, Simon, to keep alive. Think of sinking your body to the level of a hand that, to rah, would plunge a knife into your middle, haphazard, hurrying up to run away after a thrill from a kiss in the corner. Did you see me dizzied, wasting me time, pumping 99s out of me unrecognised, quivering with cold and equivocation?
Everybody says he's a very clever fellow with a knife.
He'd gouge out your eye, saw off your arm, lift a load of vitals out of your middle, rub his hands, hold down a terrible desire to cheer looking at the ruin and say, 26, when you're a little better, you'll feel a new man.
Just a little step here now, Ted. Oh, that's it. Now, we're on the earth again, beside Simon and Sylvester. You'd
How's the old woman?
sit here.
A little anxious about poor Harry?
He'll be all right. Tomorrow I'll tell a tale.
Who left you up here at this hour? 28 has a serious operation tomorrow and should not be disturbed.
Sister Peter Alcantara said we might come up, nurse.
Sister Peter Alcantara's authority ought to be good enough, I think.
Sister Peter Alcantara said a visit might buck him up a bit.
Sister Peter Alcantara knows the responsibility she'd incur from keeping a wife from her husband and a mother from her son.
Sister Peter Alcantara doesn't have to nurse him, and remember, nothing is to be said that would make his habit of introspection worse than it is.
Thanks for the warning, nurse, but them kind of mistakes is unusual with us.
Yeah.
How are you, son?
Where's Jessie? I thought you were to bring her with you.
She's coming up after us in a moment.
Why isn't she here now?
She stopped to have a word in the grounds with someone she knew.
It was Barney Bagnall. Was it Barney Bagnall?
Maybe she wanted to talk to him about getting the VC.
Shh, what VC? Who's getting the VC?
Barney, did he not tell you?
What's he getting it for? What's he getting the VC for?
For carrying you wounded out of the line of fire.
Christ almighty! For carrying me wounded out of the line of fire!
I wouldn't be thinking of anything until we see what the operation will do tomorrow.
God, if it gave him the use even of one of his legs.
Sure, look at all the places he could toddle to, and all the things he could do with the prop of a crutch.
Even at the worst, he'll never be dependent on anyone, for he's bound to get the maximum allowance.
£2 a week, isn't it?
100% total incapacitation.
She won't come up if one of you don't go down and bring her up.
She's bound to come up. She's got your ukulele.
Call her up, Simon, call her up. I must see Jessie.
The drawn look on his face isn't half as bad as when I seen him last.
Look, the hollows under his eyes is filling up too.
I'm afraid he'll have to put Jesse out of his mind when a man's hitting the spine.
Is she coming? Can you see her anywhere?
Oh, I say someone like her in the distance.
Call her, can't you give her a shout, man?
Jessie, is that you, Jessie? Jessie?
What time's your operation tomorrow?
Call her again, can't you?
Jessie?
Not much chance for a man hitting the spine.
Shut up, you.
Why did you leave her in the grounds? Why didn't you wait till she came up with you?
Jessie, I say Jessie.
Jessie! Jessie! Yes! Come up here at once, we're all waiting for you. I'm not coming up. Bring up the ukulele here at once, miss. Barney will bring it up.
Jessie! Jessie! Jessie!
Would you look at that now? She's running away, the young rip.
Jessie! Jessie!
Full rousing the whole ward of this commotion. Look at the state of 28. Come along, everybody out now, please.
Jessie's coming up for a minute, nurse.
No more to come up. We've had enough for one night, and you for a serious operation tomorrow. All out now, please.
We're going, thanks. A fine way to treat the flotsam and jetsam of the battlefield.
To bed now for you, 28. Help me get them into bed, 27. And you for a little operation in the morning, so you'd better get some sleep too. Don't funk it up now. They're not going to turn you inside out. Should be over in 10 minutes.
Once they get you down, your only hope is the infinite mercy of God.
If I was you, Sylvester, I wouldn't take this operation too seriously. You know, like the old song, "Met me like a soldier." Ow! If I was you, I'd put it completely out of my mind.
Let me like a soldier fall.
Uh-huh.
Put it out of my mind completely.
Uh-huh.
Let me like a soldier fall. If you can't think sensibly, then try to think without talking. Let me like a soldier fall. It's not a fair trial for a sensible man to be stuck down in a wood like this.
Now run and help get the things ready for supper. And after the operation, a stay in the convalescent air may do you wonders.
If I could mingle my breath with the breeze that blows from every sea and over every land, they would not widen me into anything more than the shriveled thing I am.
Oh, don't be foolish, 28, wheeling yourself among the pines and the beeches and the daffodils hanging out their blossoms. You'll deepen your chance and renewal of the country.
I'll say to the pine, give me the grace and beauty of the beach. I'll say to the beach, give me the strength and stature of the pine. In a net I'll catch butterflies in bunches, twist and mangle them between my fingers, and fix them wriggling onto mercy's banner. I'll make my chair a juggernaut, and wheel it over the neck and spine of every daffodil that looks at me, and strew them dead to manifest the mercy of God and the justice of man.
Harry, shush, shush.
To hell with you, your country trees and things, you gibbering jay.
28.
To hell with you, your country trees and things, you gibbering jay.
Your ukulele, a bunch of flowers from Jessie. Bunch of flowers from Jessie. Your ukulele.
Keeping brave and hopeful, 28.
Yes, sister.
Splendid. Oh, and look, we have a ukulele too. Can you play it, my child?
Yes, sister.
Oh, splendid. You must play me something when you're well over your operation. Standing guard over your comrade, 22.
Yes, sister.
Grand. For as much as ye do it unto the least of these, my brethren, ye do it unto me. Well, may God be with you both, my children. And 28, pray to God, for wonderful he is in his doing towards the children of men.
They're on the chair. Your ukulele and the bunch of flowers from Jessie.
God of the miracles, give a poor devil a chance. Give a poor devil a chance!
Here he comes, prowling after us again. His watching of us pulling all enjoyment out of the night. It makes me shiver to feel him wheeling after us.
We'll make him take his tangle body somewhere else if he starts again. He's coming close. Red wine for you, Jessie, or white wine?
Red wine first, Jessie. To the passion and the power and the pain of life. And then a drink of white wine to the melody that's in the mouth.
I'm so hot.
I'm so cold. White wine for the woman, warm to make her cold. Red wine for the man that's cold to make him warm.
White wine for me.
For me the red wine till I drink to men puffed up with pride of strength. For even creeping things can praise the Lord.
Enough wine for you now, Harry.
Oh, please, your lusty lordship, just another. And if I seek a second, smack me well. Get out, you trimmed up clod. There's medals on my breast as well as yours.
Let us go back to the dancing, Barney. Barney, please, let us go back to the dancing.
To the dancing. For the day cometh when no man can play, and legs were made to dance, to run, to jump, to carry you from one place to another. But mine can neither walk, nor run, nor jump, nor feel the merry motion of a dance, but stretch me fair on the floor, and I'll turn over on my belly, then wriggle back again onto the floor. And that's more than a dead man can do.
Jessie wants to dance, and so we'll go. Leave you here a little.
Cram pain with pain and pleasure can with pleasure. I'm going too. You cage me in from seeing you dance and dance and dance. With Jessie close to you and you so close to Jessie. Though you wouldn't think it. Yes, I have. I have hammered out many a measure upon a polished floor with a sweet, sweet heifer. Her name, oh, any name will do. We'll call her Jessie.
Let me go! Barney, make him let me go!
I knew it, straining and straining his nerves, drifting and drifting towards an hallucination.
Jessie might try to let him down a little more gently. But it would have been better, I think, if Harry hadn't come here tonight.
I concur in that, Simon. What's a decoration to an hospital is an anxiety here.
To carry life and colour to where there's nothing but the sick and helpless is right. But to carry the sick and helpless to where there's nothing but life and colour is wrong.
Where's the telephone bell ringing?
Someone will come in and answer it in a second.
To join a little strength to a lot of weakness is what I call sensible.
Yeah.
But to join a little weakness to a lot of strength is what I call
A card.
Exactly. The telephone bell is ringing still.
Someone will come in and answer it in a second.
Telephone's tinkling, boys.
Oh, thanks,
Thanks.
Teddy. We hear it, thanks. When he got the invitation from the committee to come wearing his decorations, me and the old woman tried to persuade him that with seeing his condition, it'd be best to stop at home and let me represent him. But no use.
It was natural he would want to come since he was the meanings of them winning the cup twice before, leading to the keeping the trophy forever by a win of a year ago.
To bring a boy so helpless as him, whose memory of agility and strength time hasn't flattened down to a place waving with joy and dancing is simply
devastating, I'd say.
Of course it is. Is that goddamn telephone going to keep ringing all night?
Miss Monaghan says that one of you is to answer the telephone and call her if it's anything important.
You never handled a telephone in your life.
I chanced it once, and I got so hot and quivering that I couldn't hear a word, and I didn't know what I was saying myself.
Have a shot at it and see.
What? Chance it again, Simon. Chance it again.
Right.
Be careful now, careful. Don't rush it and make a mess of it. Take it in your stride.
Okay, when you lift this down, you're connected, I think.
There's no use thinking on this job. Do you not turn the handle first?
No, you don't turn no handle, man.
Let Simon do it now. Simon knows.
Yeah. Right.
Well, careful now, careful.
Hello! Yeah! Listen! Yeah, hello, listen!
You listen, man, and give the fella on the other end a chance to speak.
If you want me to manipulate the thing, let me manipulate it in tranquility.
Don't be putting him out, Sylvester.
Don't be crushing in on me. Give me room to manipulate the thing.
Are you hearing anything at the other end?
A kind of a buzzing or a roaring noise. What are you trying to do, man?
There's a knot or a tangle and a twist in it that's keeping the sound from travelling.
You have to pull it out of my mitt. If you want to keep yourself from interfering now, if you want me to use this thing. Hello! Listen. No. Yeah, cheerio. Yeah, hello! Listen! Yeah, hello!
What is it? What are they saying?
I can't seem to be able to hear the damn sound.
Holy God, man, what are you yesing and knowing and cheerioing out of you for then?
Well, you couldn't stand here like a fool and say nothing now, could you?
Show it to me, show it to me. You're not holding it at the proper angle.
You give it to Syl, Simon. It's a delicate contrivance that needs a knack in handling.
You have always to preserve an equal balance between the speaking mouth and the hearing ear. Hello? Hello, is there anybody there at the end of this? Yes, I've got you. Something about wine or dying or shine or something. And a thing that's humming.
I can see no magnificent meaning jumping out of that.
They couldn't be talking about bees now, could they?
Bees? No, they couldn't be talking about bees, Mrs. Forden. That kind of talk only tends to confuse matters. Bees. The stupidity of some persons is terrifying.
Ask them quietly what they want.
Well, what's the use of me doing that when I can hear something only like a thing that's humming?
It couldn't be now coming or even bumming.
It might even possibly be drumming, Mrs. Forden. Personally, I think since you can't help, you might try to keep from hindering.
Yeah. Now put it back where it was, Syl. And if it rings again, we'll only have to slip quietly out of this.
Yeah, put it back and say it never rang.
Where was it? Where do we put it?
On that thing sticking out over there. Nice and gentle now. Nicely. Gently. Oh.
Curious those at the other end of the telephone couldn't make themselves understood.
Likely they're not accustomed to it. And it's a bit difficult if you're not fully conscious of its manipulation.
Well, let them study it then, or abide by the consequences. For we can't afford to be spending time teaching them.
That's right. How goes it, Teddy?
Sylvester, Simon.
Teddy.
Well, what seest thou, Teddy? Thou seest not as man seeth. In the garden the trees stand up. Green things show it themselves and fling out flowers of diverse hues. In the sun by day, and the moon and the stars by night. Nothing. In the hall, the sound of dancing. The eyes of the women, grey and blue and brown and black, do sparkle and dim and sparkle again. Slender legs from red and black and white and green come out and go in again. Nothing. Strain as you may, it stretches from the throne of God to the end of the heart of hell.
What does?
The dark.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What colour, Syl? It's all the same, but I like the red the best.
Just one glass, dear, and you can sit down quietly and take it in sips.
Susie Monaghan's looking game enough for anything tonight.
Hardly remindful of her one-time fear of God.
goes, following them again.
And Jessie looking as if she was tired of her maidenhood too.
The thin threads holding her dress up, sliding down over her shoulder, and her catching them up again at the tail end of the second before it's too late.
And Barney's hand inching up to pull them a little lower as they're sliding down.
It's astonishing the way girls are advertising their immodesty. Whenever one of them sits down, in my heart I pity the poor men having to view the disedifying sight of the full length of one leg couched over another.
Damn my side all the same, I think.
And one would imagine such a thought would jar a man's mind, that he kiss goodbye to the sight of his eyes.
Don't be ticking off every word I say.
Damn the drop more you'll get for the rest of the evening. Harry!
Here, near the window. He'll be all right, Mrs. Egan, in a second. A little faint. Too much excitement. When he recovers a little, I'll get him home.
Napoo home, Napoo. Not yet. I'm all right. I'll spend a little time longer in the belly of an hour bulging out with merriment. Carry on.
Better for you to go home, Egan.
They drink to the club from the cup, the silver Tassie, that I won 3 times. 3 times for them. That first was filled to wet the lips of Jessie and me, I'll go, but not yet. I'm all right. My name is yet only a shadow on the roll of honour.
Come home, Harry. You're only getting your allowance on the understanding that you take care of yourself.
Get the cup! I'll mind it here till you're ready to send round to drink to the Avondales. On the table here beside me. Bring the cup. I'll mind it here on the table beside me.
Get the cup for him, someone.
A first drink again for me. For me alone this time. For the shell that hit me burst forever between Jessie and me. Go on, man, fill out the wine.
A little. Just the glass. Won't do him any harm.
The wine.
Then
Fill
you'll have to
out
remain
the wine.
perfectly quiet.
The wine. Fill out the wine.
Red wine or white?
Red wine.
Right.
Red like the faint remembrance of the fires in France. Red like the poppies that spill their petals on the breasts of the dead men. No, white wine. White like the stillness of the millions that have removed their clamours from the crowd of life. No! Red wine. Red like the blood that was shed for you and for many for the commission of sin. Oh, steady, Harry. And lift up thine eyes unto the hills. What are you all gaping at?
Now, Egan, you must try to keep quiet.
And when you've rested and feel better, you'll have to sing for us the spiritual and point the melody with the ukulele.
Just as he used to.
Behind the trenches.
In the rest camps.
Out in France.
Push your sympathy away from me, for I'll have none of it. Go on with the dancing and keep the ball a-rolling. Trumpets and drums begin. Dance and dance and dance. Sink into merriment again and sling your cares to God. Dear God, I can't. I must rest. For a spell here I will stay, then pack up my body and go. For mine is a life on the ebb, yours a full life on the flow.
The air will do him good.
And give him breath to sing a song and play the ukulele.
Just as he used to.
Behind the trenches.
In the rest camps.
Out in France.
I can see, but I cannot dance.
I can dance, but I cannot see.
Would I have the strength to do the things I see?
But I could see the things I've the strength to do.
The Lord had given and the Lord had taken away.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
I do love the ukulele, especially when it goes tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the nighttime. There is only one possible musical trimming to the air of a Negro spiritual, and that's the tinkle, tinkle, tinkle of the ukulele.
The rising sap in trees I'll never feel.
The hue of branch, leaf, I'll never see.
There's something wrong with life when men can walk.
Something wrong with life when men can see.
I never felt the hand that made me helpless.
I never saw the hand that made me blind.
Life came and took away half the life.
Took from me the half it left with you.
The Lord had given and the Lord had taken away.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
How are you now, Harry?
All right, thank you.
That's good.
He's taken a cushy till you're ready to hear him sing his Negro spiritual, miss.
Oh, I'd nearly forgotten they'll be giving the balloons out of the next dance, and when the dance is over, you'll have to sing for us the spiritual.
Just as he used to.
Behind the trenches.
In the rest camps.
Out in France.
And when the balloon dance is over, Harry, out by the garden, in by the front entrance, so you'll be ready to sing. And after the song, we'll sing to the cup with the silver Tassie.
I'm longing to hear Harry on his ukulele.
I hope I'll be able to do justice to it.
Of course you will, Harry.
Before a crowd. Forget a word, and it's all up with you.
Try it out now, softly. The sound couldn't carry it as far as the hall.
It'll give you confidence in yourself.
Show us the ukulele, Simon.
If I knew the ukulele, you might weigh me a bit from the dark.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, what did I see? Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home.
The balloons, are we giving out now? Giving out now, the balloons.
They're sending the balloons up. They're letting the balloons fly now. Miss Monica wants us all to see the flying balloons.
We must all see the flying balloons.
Red balloons and black balloons.
Green balloons and blue balloons.
Yellow balloons and fierce balloons.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Barney, no, God. I'd be afraid they might come in on us alone.
Damn them. He's gonna tell you to sing his song and play the ukulele.
See, they're watching us. You mustn't. I'll not go. You wouldn't be good. I'll not go into that room.
It will be good. I just want to be alone with you for a minute.
You've loosened my dress. I knew you wouldn't be good. Barney, you shouldn't be making me do what I don't want to do.
You needn't be afraid of Barney. We'll just rest from the dancing for a while.
So you'd make merry over my helplessness in front of my face, in front of my face, you pair of cheats. You couldn't have waited till I'd gone so that my eyes wouldn't see the joy I wanted, hurrying away from me over to another. Hurt her breast pulling your hand quick out of her bodice, did you? Saved you in the nick of time, my lady, did I? Going to enjoy yourself on the same little couch where she, before you, formed an image in her eye, acted the part of an amateur wife, and I acted the part of an amateur husband. The black couch with the green and crimson butterflies in the yellow bushes, where she and me often tired of the things you're dangling after now.
He's a liar. He's a liar. He often tried it on with coaxing first and temper after, but it always ended in a halt that left him where he started.
If I had my hands on your white neck, I'd leave marks there that the crowd of kisses from your Barney wouldn't moisten away.
You half-baked Lazarus. I've put up with you all evening, so don't make me rough-handle the last bit of life that Jerry's left in you as a souvenir.
When I wanted to slip away from life, you brought me back with your whispered think of the tears of Jess. Think of the tears of Jess. But Jess has wiped her tears on the ribbons of your cross. And this poor, crippled Jess gives a flame of joy to the change. But when you find her, may you find in her the pressed down emptiness of a whore.
till the leaking life out of you, jealous parent pimp!
Barney, don't! Don't!
Bernie! My heart, you're stopping it!
Help! They're killing each other!
What's this?
Get him off!
Come!
Get him off!
Can't have this sort of thing going on.
He was throttling him. Throttling a poor helpless creature. And if anything happens, he and that painted slug Jesse Tate will be held accountable.
Can't be allowed to go on. Any more excitement will be dangerous. You'll have to bring him home.
This is what he gets from Jesse Tate for sitting on the stairs through the yawning hours of the night, racing her off to the play and the pictures, and plunging every penny he could keep from me into presents for the consolidation of the courtship.
Bring him home, woman. Bring him home.
And money of mine in the gewgaws scintillating in our hair.
What gewgaws? What gewgaws?
The tiara I got you 2 Christmases ago with the yellow berries and the 3 fluttering crimson swallows.
Yeah. Pooh Barney Bagnall and the Pooh Jesse Tate. A merry heart throbs coldly in my bosom. A merry heart in a cold bosom. Or is it a cold heart in a merry bosom? Teddy, sing a song, man, and show the stuff you're made of.
Bring him home, woman. Get him home, man.
Dear God, this crippled form is still your child. Dear mother, this helpless thing is still your son. Harry Hegan, me, who on the football field could crash a 12-stone flyer off his feet. For this dear club, 3 times I won the cup. And grieving reason, I was just too weak this year to play again. And before I go, I give you all the cup, the silver Tassie, to have and to hold forever evermore. Mangled and bruised as I am bruised and mangled, hammered free from all its comely shape. Look, there's Jessie Ritt, and here's Harry, the one named safely separated from the other. Treat it kindly. With care it may be opened out for Barney there to drink to Jess, and Jess there to drink to Barney.
Come, Harry. Home. Where the air is soft. No longer can you stand upon a hilltop. These empty eyes of mine I'll never see from one. At best is all behind us. But what's in front? We'll face like men. Dear comrade of the blood fight in the battlefront.
What's in front we'll face like men. The Lord had given, and man had taken away.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
Come on, all. We've wasted too much time already.
Come along, Jessie. You can have your quiet time with Barney later on.
Poor Harry.
Oh, nonsense. If you passed as many through your hands as I did, you'd hardly notice one. Jessie, Teddy Foran, and Harry Hegan have gone to live their own way in another world. Neither I nor you can lift them out of it. They no longer can do the things that we do. We can't give sight to the blind or make the lame walk. We would if we could. It is the misfortune of war. As long as wars are waged, we shall be vexed by woe. Strong legs shall be made weak and bright eyes made dark. But we, the ones who have come to the fire unharmed, must go on living. Come along, Jessie, take your part in life. Come along, Barney, take your partner into the dance.
Swing into the dance, take joy where it comes, here it goes. For the full flavor of life is either a kiss or a blow. He to whom joy is a foe, let him wrap himself up in his woe. For he is a life on the air, we are full life on the floor.
It's a terrible pity Harry was too weak to stay and sing his song. For there's nothing I love more than the ukulele's tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the night time.